Good morning, everybody. Welcome to our Job Fest Live this week. It is Tuesday, even though it's our first day back to work. So hopefully you guys enjoyed, the couple of days off that we had and had a good Memorial Day, remembering everybody that we've lost that fought for this country. So I would like to introduce Nancy from Cintas. Good morning.
Good morning, and good morning to everyone.
Thank you so much for joining us today. I know you have some positions that we want to talk about and some stuff, but I do have a question for you before we start with your positions. So how long have you been with Cintas, and where did you start at? What made you want to go work for that company?
Yeah, so I've been with Cintas for about 4.5 years. My role as human resource manager, this is exactly the role I joined the company with. I will have to say, when I applied and went through the interview process, I really didn't know much about Cintas, but through the interview process, I learned about this amazing company, got to meet the amazing leaders, and I was sold, and I wanted to be part of this company, and this is why I've continued to be here.
That's awesome. So what's it like working there? Like, what's the culture like? What's the partners? You guys call them partners. What are your partners like? I mean, is it like a family type business?
I really would like to say that if you ask any of your employees, why do they like working here, our partners, is everybody says the people. The people is the big reason why people continue to join us and stay with the company. So for those that are not familiar with what Cintas does, Cintas, we get ready. We support over 1 million businesses getting ready for the workday. And when I mean getting ready for the workday, we provide products and services that support these companies, whether it's uniforms, floor care, or restroom supplies. So here at our local Cintas in Bakersfield, we have over 100 employees that we call partners. So our partners are from either our warehouse, which we call production, service, sales, or office department. And when you ask, our partners also why they enjoy being part of our company, the work culture is definitely one of the big reasons. And when we say the work culture, we like to make sure we promote partner development, safety, that we, in different holidays, we make sure to recognize our partners. When there's a department that's doing really great, let's recognize them. Let's reward them. Let's make sure our partners are being paid competitively. Let's make sure we respect and treat our partners with respect, and that we're constantly making sure what is that next position you want to take on, and how do we develop you? How do we get you ready for that? So all those reasons are why our employees love working here.
Yeah, and I've been lucky enough to actually come, and I think we shot a video one day inside of your facility, and it's a beautiful facility. I mean, it's top notch, so don't think you're coming into an old building because it's such a busy environment, but everything was so organized from what I saw that it didn't even seem that busy when it was in there,
Yeah, our facility is pretty big. We've had this facility for about 12 years, and we have a lot of partners working here.
That's awesome. So speaking of positions, what kind of positions are we looking to hire for, like, soon?
Yes, so we have, I have my list of 5 positions that I want to talk to everyone about today. And we're looking, once we make an offer, we want to get you through the door in about 2 weeks. Obviously, if you're employed, we will understand if you have to give a couple more weeks of notice, but we're ready to hire these individuals. So we have positions in our production, service, and office department. So do you want me to go ahead and jump in and start talking about the positions?
Yeah, tell us, what are the positions?
So the 5 positions that I'm looking for, I'm going to list them off, and then I'll really explain what each position is and answer any questions anybody may have. So we have a management trainee position. We have a loader and loader on our 3rd shift, a wash alley operator, a bulk folder on our 2nd shift, and a route service sales representative in training. So those are the 5 positions that we have available right now. So let me jump into and explain kind of what each position is. So first I'll begin with the management trainee. That's the only position management related that we have available. And this is a really great position. So for any college students, recent graduates, anybody who's recently graduated, and when I say recent, in the last 2 years, this is a position that is waiting for you. If you are looking to be a leader among the future company you join, this is a perfect position for you. This is a position in which you would be committed for 24 months. With Cintas, there's going to be 4 rotations. You're going to get to really know the company and everything we do. You're going to be working in our production warehouse. You're going to be working on our service department, office, and sales. It's 4 rotations. We're going to prepare you to be a leader once you conclude these 24 months. And we expect that in 5 to 7 years, you're going to be the general manager of one of our Cintas locations. So if you're ready for that kind of challenge, you want to make sure you're in a program that really speeds up the process for you. Please apply. This is a program that gets you exposure to a lot of our leadership. You will get to go to our headquarters, which is in Cincinnati, to get further training. You'll also go down south for training too. You will be assigned a mentor. The compensation for this position is about $58,000 a year, which will increase for next year. So this is a position that would be great for anybody who just graduated from college. If you don't have a lot of experience, that's okay. We want to provide you that experience. But we are looking for college graduates that have demonstrated, that whether it's through their GPA, previous work experience, extracurricular activities, that they're going to be the right fit for Cintas. So that's the management trainee position. I'm going to jump into the next position, which is the route service sales representative in training. So this is a position we're looking for somebody who has experience with customer service and also sales. This individual will be assigned a route. So they will be not only driving our vehicles, our trucks, they're fully loaded with all our products and services. They're going to go out there, deliver the products to the customer, but they're also going to help with increasing sales. So with their current customer base, they're going to, whether it's selling from the catalog or trying to get more product onto their route. So if you have sales experience, if you have service experience, this is a position you would really enjoy. Most importantly, on the benefit side of this is a position you only get to work 4 days a week. So it'd be really nice you get 4-day work week. We don't work weekends. You wouldn't work evenings either. So that's really perfect for a lot of people out there. Let me jump into the next positions, which is in our production department. There are 3. We begin first with the loader unloader, and that's on our third shift. Third shift, we are getting ready to open up that third shift again, and that shift will be from 10:30 p.m. all the way in the morning till, actually it's going to be from 10 p.m. to 6:30 in the morning. So that's our third shift, and it really, what you'll be doing is kind of what it sounds, loader unloader. So we need somebody to help load one of our shuttles in the evening. And that means you're going to be making sure, looking at the list of all the products that one of our branches needs, and you're going to make sure you fulfill that list. You help load up our vehicles with all those items. So we are looking for somebody who is going to be able to do that kind of repetitive work, can be going in and out of a vehicle, can carry, heavy loads, maybe up to 50 pounds. So very important. And there will also be opportunities where maybe you have to offload a vehicle, and that's basically all the dirty product that's in a vehicle. You would have to offload that. So loader unloader on our third shift. Then we have a wash alley operator, and sometimes we also refer to that as a washroom. So washroom, wash alley operator, it's on our first shift. That is from 4 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. That's Monday through Fridays, no evenings, no weekends. It's a really great benefit and perk of that position. So in this position, as you know, here at Cintas, a lot of our product comes back to us. We wash it, we dry it. So the area where all our washers and dryers is our wash alley. So this operator will be making sure that everything's flowing correctly in that area, that the washers have the right chemicals, right temperature, that things are going from the washer to the dryer. And we don't require too much experience for these positions that I'm listing, which is great. If anybody doesn't really have a lot of experience, we will make sure to get you trained, teach you for these jobs. The next one is a bulk folder. So bulk folder on our second shift. Second shift starts at 2 p.m. and ends at 10:30 p.m. Monday through Friday, no weekends for this position. So as a bulk folder, a lot of our product is product like it could be towels, it could be aprons, it could be mops. So we need somebody who could come in once things are washed, check the quality of the product and put them in bundles. Make sure they're canning them, putting them in bundles. So it is a position that is repetitive, requires you to be standing at least 7 hours a day. It is a position which is also very important just because we want to make sure what we're providing our customers is of good quality. So like I said, second shift for this position. So in the production department, I just went over the loader unloader, the wash alley operator, and the bulk folder. So that's a recap, kind of the 5 different positions that we have available right now.
Okay, now let's say someone comes in as a bulk loader or something. Is there a chance if an opening for another route sales representative opens, could they apply? I mean, do you guys have people transferring departments within the company or promotions or anything like that?
We do. Once positions become available, we're looking internally first. We want to see, who's ready for the next challenge, and we will give them an opportunity. And every single partner who wishes to move up and apply, we definitely guarantee a first couple interviews. We want to make sure. And if they don't get the position, we will provide our internal candidates feedback of what they need to do. A lot of partners that come into the loader and loader position, for example, many of them have transitioned into the service department and become route service sales representatives. So there's definitely a lot of promotions and partner development always going on here at Cintas.
And another question too is relocation. I mean, is there possibilities that you can relocate to another branch, another state even, and stay with this company?
Yeah. So since Cintas operates globally and definitely across all the United States, there's so many Cintas locations. When partners do decide to move, we definitely will support them. We recently had one of our SSRs, or route service sales representatives, who moved to Texas. He was able to relocate and continue with the company. We've actually had several employees that moved from Los Angeles to Bakersfield. I mean, I'm sure we've all seen it across our community. A lot of people from the South coming here to Bakersfield, and we were able to find a position within our location for them. So relocation is definitely a possibility.
That's awesome. I love how you guys love to train people, even new people. When I first started in the oil fields, I had no experience, and I walked in as a mud engineer, and they liked it because I didn't have any bad habits. I didn't have any shortcuts or nothing. Like, they molded me exactly what they wanted. So that's cool. So if someone has no experience, there is still positions that are available.
Yeah, there definitely is still positions that are available. What you mentioned is true. Sometimes when you don't have too much experience, you're somebody that doesn't come with bad habits. For some of these positions, as long as we're seeing that maybe you did have maybe just one position, but if you stayed there a long time, you had good attendance, you have a positive attitude, that's what we're looking for. We want to get people in, join frontline positions, and then move on up. About 70% of our current leadership partners, they started in a different position and moved themselves up to be a supervisor or manager.
That's always good to hear too. I love it when they start kind of towards the bottom, kind of like that TV show Undercover Boss. You got somebody working on the ground floor that knows what they're going through, and that always makes it good to have, in your upper chain of command, that you have someone like that. I don't really see any.
Our current.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, our current general manager for this location, he started as a route service sales representative, and now he leads our group here.
Wow. Yeah, that's amazing. I love it. For anybody watching, we do have some people watching. If you guys have any questions, we got a couple more minutes here if you want to get asked. If not, once this live video is over, you can definitely still just put it in the comment section and I'll get it forwarded over to Nancy.
Yeah.
One thing we've been working on as the Job Fest team is we're creating videos and content about video interviewing, interviewing in person, going back to work. What is a tip for somebody coming in? Let's try to do both. If it was a virtual interview, what would you recommend that they do? Like, when they show up, we know it's awkward. We know, talking on camera, I'm looking at this little thing, you're not really here, but what is something that they could do to kind of stand out? Just, smile all the time, or what is something?
So, I've been doing a lot of virtual interviews every week. I fill up my calendar with all the interviews I have to do. And I'm finding that a lot of our candidates are not taking the virtual interviews maybe as serious or as formal as a regular interview. So I'm just going to throw out a couple tips that even I was thinking about, because I'm just wondering why. This is your opportunity to make sure you make it through the door, continue through the process. So candidates are definitely not dressing up for an interview. They've kind of they're home, so they're very casual. And I think it's still important to respect the process. So make sure that you are dressed to impress. That's going to be very important. I really, when I have candidates that log in early to make sure there's no issues, the audio's working, the video's working, I definitely appreciate that. And I keep that, mental note, because that just shows that somebody who wants to ensure that they do the things right and that they're not going to log in last minute and then jump into problems. So make sure, take the time to check to see that you have access, the audio works, the video, all that. Also, when we're having interviews, there's been a couple interviews where I don't know if the candidate really pays attention to their environment. They are maybe sitting outside and it's loud, or they're in their house and there's a lot of commotion going on. And I think it's, if you're going to have an interview, make sure to block some time, let the people know in your household, or if you need to go somewhere else where it can be quiet, because it's completely distracting, not only for myself as the employer, but also for the candidate. Like, I can see that they are getting nervous, and it's hard for them. So making sure you have also what's being displayed in the background. If you don't have an actual background, like if it's in your house, make sure your house looks presentable, because that is going to, you know, show a little bit about you. And just making sure, like, if you're outside is probably one of the worst places, because you never know who's going to come, vehicles, this and that. I had an interview where the neighbor's dog just kept barking, and it was just so distracting. So you need to make sure, look at your surrounding, look at your environment, make sure you look presentable, make sure, just like you do an interview, you would come into the building a couple minutes early, jump into the video a couple minutes early, just to make sure everything's okay. I think on the virtual space, those are my tips.
That's exactly what I had too. The same thing is, and just smile, be happy. And like you said, the background is a big thing. Animals, kids, you know, loud music, anything, it's,
Yes.
it's very distracting. So, okay, well, I
Yes.
really don't have any questions as of yet, but of course, you know, I'll email you when they do come in. Is there anything else you want to say about Cintas, about hiring, about, you know, how do we get people in? What can we tell them? How do they apply, first of all, for any of your
Yes.
positions?
Yes, going to Cintas.jobs is the quickest place to make sure you find the listing of our different positions. I would like to just give a couple more tips to make sure you get the interview, because one thing is just applying. I see a lot of mistakes that folks will just upload their resume and they're not filling out completely the application. So I just want to make sure to remind everybody, fill out the whole information, because that's important. Sometimes we'll disqualify you because you didn't take the time to actually fill out the whole application. In the application, you'll see a part where it says if you were referred by anyone. Please feel free to put in that you participated in this Facebook Live, and that way I'll know, and I'll make sure to take a look at your resume, because I will be getting an opportunity to look at anybody who applies in the next couple of days. So add that, fill out the whole application. You don't need to do any follow-up, because we will make sure to either send you an email, give you a phone call. But I look forward to, if anybody is interested, please apply. Join Cintas. We are, the career is waiting for you here. It is a great company. You'll enjoy the people here. You'll enjoy our work culture. So we really hope that you take that opportunity to apply and join us soon. Thank you so much for your time, and thank you so much.
Yes, thank you so much, Nancy. So you guys, I'm going to put the link on how to apply, and all the open positions and stuff will be in the description of this video, and I'll throw in the comment section too. So again, any more questions that you guys have after this video, feel free to put them in here. But you heard her, go online, apply, put that you watch this Job Fest Live video stream, and let's see what we can do. So thank you so much, Nancy, for coming. I know you're busy. I got to get you back to work and hopefully looking at some applications that are going to be coming in.
Yes, certainly. Thank you so much, Josh, and thank you everyone for tuning in.
Thank you, Nancy.